What's going on, you guys? I'm just out here casting around, not really paying attention to the phone too much. Ain't a lot going on, but I'm here fishing, trying to catch a fish at the old reservoir for you guys. I didn't bring any bait today. Um, I do have some Potski fire eggs out there right now. I've seen one fish rise this morning. Haven't really been paying attention too much. And then I'm throwing a crawl by Z-Man right now, you guys. Maybe we'll find a bass, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll find a trout with it. I don't know. I made a monumental mistake and forgot all the bait at home. All the bait at home, you guys. So all going to be artificials today. No problem with that, in my opinion. Lake's starting to stink already. It's only April. Well, almost the end of April. Reservoir's starting to stink as usual. So I don't fish here when it gets warm. It starts smelling bad. And then the fish don't taste very good out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video I put out yesterday. I know it was kind of awkward sideways and not the right way, but it is what it is at this point. For whatever reason, it recorded it sideways instead of the way it's supposed to be, so nothing I can really do about that, I guess. Didn't even know it was recording that way because when I'm using the chesty, I'm not really looking at the whatever's. But we do got a crappie video coming out sometime. I think we still got a Primeville Reservoir video that's got to come out. When I get to where I'm starting to catch so many fish, and I can get like 2 or 3 videos out of a day of fishing, I'll do that for you guys. So, and that's just because it's solid content. So I'll do that for you guys. Had a good day of kayak fishing on Sunday. Gonna go kayak fishing again this weekend, I think. So we'll see what happens. I might have forgot to I'm almost certain that I did. Let's see here. Tools, no. Filter, chat filter, no. No. Okay, there we go. LB Spencer, what's going on? How you doing today? I was wondering if I was going to get any comments. Wasn't real sure because usually I get comments pretty quick. Wasn't getting no comments, so I thought, well, maybe I forgot to put it on not for kids, because if you don't put it on not for kids, they won't allow people to comment on your videos, which, I mean, I understand it, but I would rather it be on where you guys can comment. So Superfly, good morning. Good morning. How you doing today? What's the weather like up there in Canada? I know today it's bluebird skies and cold this morning. That wind does not feel great this morning. Chilly and rainy, huh? Gotcha. It's just chilly here, bluebird skies, and a little breezy. I meant to grab my float rod. I forgot the float rod. I forgot any resemblance of bait, such as power bait or worms or anything. Of course, I don't use worms too much anyways, because I don't like fish swallowing the hook. I don't really like using dough bait too much either, because I don't like fish swallowing worms or swallowing the hooks if I'm not planning on keeping any. Um, but it is what it is. I went out fishing yesterday. Only got 9 fish. Had to work hard for them. Yeah, some days are like that, you know. Some days are like that, Superfly. It can definitely be hard. It's like when I get those fish on the fly rod and reservoirs and stuff, and I've had to work for them real hard to get them. It's always a good payoff though when you have to work for them. I haven't had a sniffle, a bite, or anything this morning, but I ain't been out here that long. Probably should have stayed home in bed. I've been feeling a little ill. Yep, that's very true, Superfly. Very true. But Saturday or Sunday, man, we had a good day. We caught 3 trout, like 7 smallies, and I probably caught more like 10 or 12 smallies, but I didn't keep count of the smallies. Last Thursday got 40. Wow, that's pretty good. 40 trout? Wow. That's an awesome day of fishing. That's very true. It does teach you something very valuable. I'm gonna have to pull that fly rod out real quick. I keep saying I'm gonna do it. I ain't done it yet. This reservoir is already getting to the point to where for the summer it's no, not 40 trout. What up, Release? How you doing, brother? But anyways, back to it. I caught over 50 crappies on Sunday. I usually don't fish on Sundays, but once in a while on Sundays I'll make a. Got you. Once in a while I'll make an exception for fishing Sundays, and usually when I do, it pays off pretty good. I don't know what it is about making an exception on Sundays, but it pays off for some reason. I don't want to make it a habit though. Yeah, it was a pretty good day of crappie fishing. I was fishing off the yak that day, and I was throwing a 2-inch swim bait by Kitech, and I was just throwing it up against the rock and letting it sink a couple feet, and then by the time I was ready to swim it or jig it or anything, it had a fish on. I mean, that's how. But it took me 3 hours to find the crappies on Sunday. I have to say, it took me 3 hours to find the crappies on Sunday. My normal spots, they just weren't there. So, what's up, Blue? How you doing today? Are you fishing or are you working? Or are you working on fishing? There were nice fish just jumping right out in front of me. Yeah. Normally I don't fish on Sundays. It was just I wanted to do something with my grandbaby on Saturday, and so what I did was and spent some time with my granddaughter and my daughter, and then Sunday I went fishing. So it's just a rare exception when I go fishing on a Sunday. I don't make it a habit. Poor Peer Coops, what's going on, man? Good to see you in the chat. Out trolling. Got 4 fish. Nice. Nice. My limit of trout and caught some awesome new species. I had a good. That's fun, man. What is up, Albie? How you doing, buddy? Uh, Today's Tuesday, not Monday. Albie. What do you got? What do you do? Release? You make little pocket packs of baits? Is that what you're talking about? I know you're making your own baits these days. I have prototype baits that I've made in the past, but I've never. What's going on, Fat Cat? um, um, I have prototype baits that I've made in the past, but I've never done nothing with them. But right now, just too many people are getting into the bait making thing. So I pretty much just decided not to sell baits. I still make baits. I just make them for myself, and I don't give myself a shout out either when I catch fish on my baits. So I'm in the process of making floats right now. Glacier Shark, let's go. What's up, man? Yep, look at all these people. But if I ever get these floats figured out, I'll send out a couple of people just for tryouts, and because it is a prototype, I need people to give me feedback on them. So I'll be looking to send some out to some folks for trying it out eventually, and then I still got to tie up some flies, or not flies, but some jigs yet. I've been doing the bait making thing for, I don't know, 15, 20 years, but they're all prototypes. Nothing that I made yet that I want to put out on the market. The new float's going to be all those weeds out there in the water right now. Basically, all it is just a lightweight cork. And that's exactly what it's made out of is cork. But I'm going to have a slip float and a stationary float. And they're not going to be very big. They're just going to be for throwing small things, not really big baits or big stuff, but they're just going to be made for fishing for panfish, basically, is what they're going to be for. I imagine you could probably do some trout fishing with them too. One of these days I'll pull out all my prototypes and show you guys someday. I ain't even got them on me right now. And some of them gonna be a 3-inch cork, and some of them gonna be an inch and a half cork, because the smaller corks are gonna be for more sensitive. um, I just gotta finish up the corks. I got all my prototypes started. I gotta get them painted and resealed, because I've already sealed them once. Now I've got to paint them and then seal them again. And like I said, all the baits that I make are just for myself and people that I fish with. Um, some people have already seen some of my floats. Uh, Alex has helped me help me put some together. But prototypes are meant for testing, and that's what I'm going to do with them. That's why I need people to try them out, because prototypes are for testing, to find out how well they work, if people are going to like them. It is windy. It is windy today, for sure. Chilly, cold, and everything in between. So hoping I'd find a bass this morning, because supposedly there's bass in here. Supposedly. Fish jumping all around me, and I can't seem to get one to bite. Yeah, there's mountain lions here. Mountain lions and bears, stuff like that. Got to go higher in elevation for the wolves. A little higher in elevation, I think, for the bears too, because I ain't never seen a. Well, I mean, we got some elevation, with all the hills, but like here where the reservoir is at, it's kind of low in elevation. All right, man. He's probably still sleeping. When he don't have to work, he stays in bed until noon. Cool breeze today. 98, 16-mile-an-hour wind. Wow. This is probably 45 here. Kind of chilly. I think Redmond said he was busy today. He wasn't going to come out today. He wanted me to fish on Mondays, but I generally don't fish on Mondays. Yeah, it's a 2-piece rod. I do have a couple 1-piece rods for bass fishing, but most of my trout gear and panfish gear is all 2-piece rods. Yeah, I don't imagine Glacier Shark has gotten warm yet this year. He's up there in Alaska where it gets cold. I got to get up there in Alaska. I need to. That's a fisherman's paradise from what I hear. Fisherman's paradise, y'all. They got trout, they got salmon, they got steelhead, they got halibut, they got salmon, they got sharks, they got everything there. What I'm told. Yeah, Oklahoma gets pretty warm too. I used to go down there and spend some time down there in Oklahoma during summertime. That's where my dad's family's from, Oklahoma. And then he landed up in Missouri. That's where he had all of his kids, Missouri. But Oklahoma's not too bad. Spent a bit of time there as a kid. I wonder if anybody's catching any fish today. Imagine if I had some dough bait, I might get a bite. I don't know. Maybe if I decided to fish a different way, maybe I'd get a bite. I don't know. Yep, that humidity ain't nothing to mess with. Chicago's probably got some humidity too, though, isn't it? Or Illinois, I guess. Because you say Illinois, you don't say Chicago. I think Illinois, I think, is Chicago. I wonder when Mo Styles is going to show up in the chat. Yep, the bite's never guaranteed, that's for sure. I've had 4 fish roll right out in front of me. And not even a single bite. Yeah, but not that bad, huh? I got you, Albie. I got you. Gotcha. Humidity is pretty bad too. That's another state that got bad humidity. And now I live in Oregon where we ain't got humidity hardly ever. Only like 90s, huh? Yeah, we get a little humidity if it's been hot out and we get a little rain. That's when we get our humidity here in Central Oregon. It usually don't rain when it's hot, so we don't usually have too much humidity. That's right, Albie. That's right. You tell her. Oh yeah, Albie. My wife and I said thank you for the idea for the black peppered steak you were cooking on Sunday. My wife ended up cooking some black pepper steak herself when I got home on Sunday. It was delicious. So we giving you a big shout out and a big thanks for the idea for dinner on Sunday. If it wasn't for you saying you were having black pepper steak, I wouldn't have had no black pepper steak on Sunday. It was delish. So I have to give you a shout out. The wife said if she wakes up and gets on the chat, she'll give you a shout out too. When the bite is slow, those days you learn, yeah, something. Now, you often it's a day where you revisit some old flies or lures and baits. Yeah, that's very true there, Superfly. Very true. Wow. No, yeah, only 4.85 inches, huh? Not a lot of rain though, huh? When you think about it in the big scheme of things, 4 inches ain't much, but I guess if you got 4 inches all at once, it'd be enough to raise the waters and stuff like that. You were hurting standing up cooking that meal? Bad back, yeah. That'll definitely make it hard to cook, for sure. Not really feeling this day of fishing, y'all. Yeah, our lake levels are low this year too. We didn't get enough snow. Yeah, our lake levels are low too. Didn't get enough snow or enough rain. So right there where all these little fishes are rising. Well, some of them aren't little. Alright, leave it there for a while. 22.8%. Oh yeah. Bottom of the boat ramp. Wow. Yeah, a lot of our lakes they're not even going to have boat access this year. I mean, they will for a little bit from what little bit of melt off or rain they did get, but for the most part, boat ramps are going to be out of water by probably by the end of May. I don't have no bait today, man. Outdoors with Skeeter, what's going on? Stay fishy. I ain't got no bait today, so it's just kind of a. I got some Posky fire eggs. I ain't even got no gulp or no Berkeley stuff today. Well, power eggs and stuff like that. No dough bait. I forgot it all. I haven't been dough bait fishing in so long. I forgot what bag I grabbed. Forgot what bag it was in, I guess. I didn't bring no floats with me. Literally, I'm just like I should. If I would have been thinking about it, I would have grabbed all that stuff. But I wasn't thinking about it, so I didn't grab none of that stuff. Earl Cox, how's it going? I might go fish the canal at some point today, but I can't live stream from over there because I don't get good enough service to live stream from over there. So that's why I'm over here, because at least I can live stream from here. How many fish did you catch yesterday, Raven? I've only seen about 4 fish rise this morning. Not a big number of them. Boy, those fishing on Sunday sure was good. You caught 119 and a half. Yesterday, I don't know how you could catch 119 and a half. Or is that 119 and a half incher? Must be 119 and a half incher. Ready for a 5 hour nap, to be honest with y'all. I didn't get up nearly as early as I normally would to go fishing on a weekday because I hadn't been exactly feeling the greatest. So I slept in a little bit today. I didn't get out here until 8. Boy, it is chilly out this morning. And the sun is shining. What's up, Survival Empire? What's going on? It's going slow and steady. No bites, but it's going slow and steady. Gotcha, Rebin. I haven't seen a lot. I've only seen about 4 or 5 of them rising, but I ain't had a bite yet. Like I said, I forgot all the typical bank fishing bait stuff. I don't really need that to catch fish anyways. It definitely is a beautiful day, that's for sure. For sure. Winter's there for you, huh, Earl? He's over in Africa. They have winter when we got spring, I guess. They got winter when we got summer, I think. Nice. Yeah, maybe it is only winter and summer. Gotcha, gotcha. Of course, you don't get any snow there in South Africa, there in Africa, do you? You probably get more rain in this in the wintertime than you do anything else, right, Earl? Got you, got you. All right, I understand. I got you. I did stop off at the canal this morning. I didn't do any fishing there this morning, but I did stop off at the canal. Oh, gotcha. The Indian Ocean runs the weather. Huh. Huh. Is it good fishing there in the wintertime, Earl? Or is it more of a summer bite or a spring bite there? I know here you could get them to bite all year round, but it could be hard in the summertime. Keyword Indian, huh? Might make a move closer to the point there. I don't know if that'll make any difference, but you never know. Been fishing this spot long enough to where I feel like if I'm gonna get bit, I get bit. The river finally opened up down by the house. I've been thinking about hitting that a couple days a week, doing some fly fishing on the Deschutes River. Mo said he was leaving in 5 minutes. You trying to get Mo to get out here and get on the live, huh? Shoot. So I was at work the other day, right? Some youngster was like, "Hey, I'll give you a beard trim and even it all up for you. What's up?" All right. No, I don't have any bait. I didn't bring any bait today. Forgot the bait on the truck. Well, the power bait and everything else. So no, I don't have any bait, Paul. I meant to grab the bait, but I didn't. I don't have no bait. So, anywho, I was at work the other day, right? And you know how I let my beard be all wild and stuff, because that's just how I am in my hair, I don't really do too much about keeping it all, prim and proper or whatever you want to call it. So some young kid, I think probably 12 or 13 years old, is like, "Hey, I'll even up your beard for you." I'm like, "Why would I do that? I don't need my beard to be leveled up." I looks at it and says, "I like it all natural. It don't have to be even because it's all natural. I like it all natural. That's why it's not even, because it grows the way it wants to grow. I ain't trying to maintain it or groom it. It makes no sense to me to groom it." No, I don't have any bait, Albie. I forgot all the bait and grabbed no bait today. What's up, Saving Grace? How you doing, brother? Glad you could join us. No, Paul, I don't think so. We're not cutting no hair. We're not cutting no beard. We're not, no. N-O. No. Why would I do something crazy like that, Paul? It would take an army to shave or cut or trim any of this off. No. It don't work for me, Paul. Do not think you're going to trim any or cut any of this beard or hair. I don't think so. Got to be all natural. LOL is right, Albie. Somebody should text Mo and tell her we're live so she'll get on this chat. It'd be nice to see Mo. You know, for me being as young as I am, I got a lot of gray. You know that? I'm still as springy as any spring rooster there ever was. But I'm gray as can be. Way to go, Paul. What do you mean, way to go, Paul? Are all you guys on Paul's bandwagon or what? There is no way. It would take an army of people to hold me down just to get that done. It's not going to happen. You can forget it. Anyways, back to my story. I'm just as spring as a spring rooster can be, and yet I'm all gray. I don't mind the gray because it means I'm well seasoned, you know? G-Man said he keeps his Forrest Gump beard. That's a good one. I like that. Albie. But yeah, so I mean, it looks good, don't it? Now you guys don't tell me it don't, because I know it looks good. That natural, oh yeah, keep it real. I think Red has her number too. I think we're going to move a little closer to the point, I think. George, what's going on? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I ain't catching no fish so far today, but the day's early. I mean, shoot, Sunday, if you would have joined us on Sunday, you would have seen a lot of fish caught on Sunday, but for whatever reason, the day's been kind of slow. I got you, Saving Grace. I got you, Saving Grace. Cut it while my hair blows in the breeze, huh? I don't think so, Paul. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, my hair's still, I mean, it's getting gray, but it's not nearly as gray as my beard is. I don't know why my beard is so gray. It just don't make any sense to me, but it is what it is, I guess. I'm in Oregon. I'm in Central Oregon. I'm in the central part of the Oregon. Beautiful place too. Beautiful place. Well, I'm going to reel in, and then we're going to walk more towards the point there. Give that a little while. I mean, it's not going to hurt to try, because what we're doing ain't worked yet, so we can try that. All right, you guys ready? Let's go fishing with Manu. Hi, how you doing? Hurting for sturgeon. What's going on, man? What's going on? All right, we're gonna stop right here, fish here for a few minutes, and we'll just keep moving. Hopefully we'll find some fish at some point today. At some point today. All right. Potski fire eggs going back out. Landed one. Sweet. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that you guys were doing some 7 gills. That's pretty freaking cool. 5.5 footer. Wow. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. That's pretty cool. You guys are catching 7 gill sharks. Yeah, Sunday when I went out fishing off the kayak, I got 3 trout, 7 smallmouth, and over 50 crappie. They're hurting for sturgeon. I know I'm thinking about making my first trip to Portland. What's up, Fishing with Ferg? How you doing? Thinking about taking and making my first trip to Portland sometime soon to go fish with Herman from Herman Outdoors. I'm supposed to go out over there and fish with him at some point, and then fish with you guys too. Wow, nice. Yeah, that happens. Heck yeah, I'm looking forward to coming over there to Portland too. Um, but yeah, Herman from Herman Outdoors, I'm supposed to go over there and fish with him sometime. I got to get a hold of him and see when he's ready to get together. And then you said anywhere between May and October, right? Good time to go over there. Usually September I'm pretty busy hunting. Usually don't get too much fishing done during September. So maybe we can get together in June or something. Because usually June will be my 7-year anniversary of being on YouTube. Oh, October, September, got you. June will be my 7-year anniversary. I'll be over on the Columbia River in June for at least a day because it's my 7-year anniversary on YouTube. That's where it all started. My very first video was shot. We caught 1 sturgeon that day and didn't even get it on film. Basically what happened was I got a camera for my birthday that year, and the SD card was lost or misplaced or something, so I had to wait until a store opened up so I could get me an SD card. And then so after that we just fished the rest of the day and didn't catch anything, but away it goes. Gotcha. Well, the reason why I say I'm going to be on the Columbia River in June is because I try to go there every year on every year because that's where it all started. That's where my very first video was shot, and so I try to go there for my anniversary of being on YouTube every year. I could definitely do an October trip though, because I'm usually not hunting in October. Um, but September is usually a little hard for me to, because I always wanted to go over there to Portland and fish with Herman during September, but I'm always hunting during that time of the year, so I usually don't make it too much. October is prime time. Well, let's plan on making a trip in October. I definitely want to make it over there when you say it's prime, though. What other fish do you guys fish for on the Columbia other than just sturgeon? You guys do any of the? I hunt deer and elk. Earl. That's usually what I'm hunting for in September with my bow. I don't even know if I can pull my bow back since my surgery or not. But I'll get it out and start shooting it here in about a month or two. Because I like to put a lot of arrows through it before hunting season, and that'll give me a chance to build up strength and hopefully get to where I can pull it back, where I can do it. Right now, Chinook bass, steelhead. Really? You're catching steelhead? When's the steelhead usually stop running through there? I'm a steelhead fishing fool. I will fish for steelhead till the cows come home, and I ain't got no cows. So that tells you how much steelhead fishing I do, or I'm willing to do. Got you. More towards winter when it's steelhead. Got you. I actually wouldn't mind doing a Chinook trip. Um, I actually wouldn't mind doing a salmon trip. Are you guys plunking from the bank? Or are you guys trolling for them? Or I've never trolled for Chinook. I've only ever drifted for them or plunked for them. Got you. Have you guys had a pretty good Chinook run this year, or has it been average? Lenny Truce, what's going on? Oh, well, there's the parking lot way over there. I mean, that's on the other side of the lake right there. And then where I parked where I parked to walk in is probably a quarter of a mile. Yeah, I know, right? Those sea lions. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah. It's too bad we don't have any Alaskan natives in Oregon that could help us with our sea lion population. Of course, I think the government's trying to protect the sea lions. I think they think it's cool to overrun the waters with sea lions. I mean, I get it. The sea lions have the right to live, and the sea lions have the right to eat. So I get that. They're like any other. It's like everybody calls a certain fish trash fish, and it's because they eat the eggs and the smelt and the small fish. So yeah, yeah. I know. I've seen videos of them taking and just tearing up sturgeon. Yep. Yeah, I'm at the south side. I did go to the canal this morning, but it just didn't look very promising. So I come to the south side. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me none. Maybe someday they'll figure out a way to control some of the population of sea lions, because it is definitely getting overran by them. They're just becoming more of a nuisance. I won't call them a trash sea lion or nothing, because they have the right to live and to eat. But they eat fish. That's a big part of their diet. A big part of their diet. Yeah, I agree with you. It's called population control of the sea lions, like what they try to do with the pike minnows. Population control. At least it's a beautiful day out. Without that breeze blowing so much, it's actually pretty warm now. But who knows? The breeze might pick back up. JR Buds, let's go. What's going on, man? Check for papers. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Very true. Can you guys believe it? It's been almost 7 years since this YouTube channel started. Got a little more than a month left, and then we'll be celebrating the 7 year mark here on YouTube. June 1st will be 7 years on the YouTube platform. Where'd the time go? Is all I got to say is where'd the time go? Hurting for sturgeon. How long you been doing YouTube? JR Buds, how long you been doing YouTube? I want to know how long you guys been doing YouTube. Ferg, how long you been doing YouTube? Release the Degrees, how long you been doing YouTube? Glacier Shark, how long you been doing YouTube? Saving Grace, how long you been doing YouTube? How long you guys been doing YouTube? I want to know how long. Three years, nice, nice. Right on. A little over 1 year, nice, fat cat. Heck yeah. Four years, sweet. All you guys go check out these guys' YouTube channels, man. They got some good content going out there. Ferg does a lot of live streaming. Fat Cat does live streaming. Oh, okay, 1.4. Nice. Pay, what do you mean by pay? Because I've never had to pay to go on YouTube. Yeah, I've never had to pay to do the YouTube thing. Never had to. Sorry, guys. I've been trying to stay above the weather instead of under the weather. Fishing is slow today. That's okay, though. Maybe I should have been a little more prepared. Maybe I should have been a little more prepared. Montana Slayer. What's going on? Not yet today. Haven't even had a sniffle yet. And if I did have a sniff on the bait, it didn't even let me know I had a sniff on the bait. Don't know how to start yet, huh? All you got to do is have a camera and go shoot some footage, and then hit, you got an account for YouTube already, because you wouldn't be able to watch the channel if you didn't have an, well, I think you could still watch the channel, you just wouldn't be able to subscribe and do all that stuff, because, you know, if you didn't have, but yeah, all you got to do is have a camera, go out, shoot some content, and then splice it and cut it, and then load it to YouTube, and then you got a channel. See, basically what happens, Earl, is at the bottom of the screen there, there's a little plus thing, I believe, yeah, a little plus thing, and it says video, short, or live. And to upload a video, you just hit the video thing on there, and then hit hit the it'll say you got to add a if it's for kids or not, and you just hit not for kids if you want people to add I do have a router a few months ago. Um, can't really show you because I'm live streaming. But yeah, you can definitely um, pick content out. You just gotta learn how to use the platform, the YouTube platform. What up, Mo? It's about time you shut up. Albie was starting to get worried about you. So was I, though, for that matter. Live stream without Mo? No bueno. Nice. That'd be so cool to see, Earl. You start uploading some pics or whatever of your fish. Heck yeah. So my question was, Release, how long have you been doing YouTube? I was asking all the content creators that are in the live chat how long they'd been doing YouTube. That goes for you too, Mo, because I know you do YouTube stuff too. A little over a year. Nice, nice, nice. You're fishing, buddy? Nice, nice, nice. Do, 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 do. David, what's going on, man? It's about time you showed up. You and Mo taking forever to get here today. But you're here now, yay! Boy, David, it's been a rough day for me today. Everybody's offering to cut my beard for me and cut my hair for me. I'm like, no, I don't think so. I could use a little bit bitter that trimming. No trimming for this guy. No trimming, no nothing. This guy does not. Does not. The party people are all here now. And like I always say, David's an old school subscriber. Glenn 44. No, not yet today. It's been a slow day so far. I've been trying. The fish ain't cooperating though. Yeah. You just started your page last year, Albie? Nice. Still waiting on Albie to go live where I can catch him live. He always goes live when I'm busy or working or something. Something just ain't right. She ain't casting very good. I need to oil her up is what I need to do. Put some grease on her. A year ago or so, nice. Well, to me, my 7-year anniversary is coming up. It'll be 7 years come June 1st that I've been uploading to YouTube. 7 years. Imagine that. To have that kind of commitment and dedication for 7 years to do something like that is insane. Too much sun? Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. It is too much sun. Nah. Too much sun, too much sun. Not so good, huh? Oh, well, all you gotta do is get out there and shoot and shoot and shoot some more until you figure it out. I mean, it's like, for whatever reason, that video I put out yesterday, for whatever reason, my camera recorded it sideways instead of the way it's supposed to be, for whatever. Gotcha. But anywho, for whatever reason, out of that last video I put out, when I went to go edit it, it was more. It wasn't. I know you guys can see my shadow, so it was like this instead of like this. If it was like this, because you guys can see my shadow, it would have been the right way if when you rotated your screen or if you're on a computer. Pops off, huh? That's why they bleep out the sound and they make quacking noises and stuff, you know. Yeah, I don't know about putting the intro music to live. I know I put intros in for a video when I make videos, but I don't know if you can do that for a live. You might be able to. You might be able to. I don't really know. To be honest with you. Yeah, there's definitely a line. Yeah, there's definitely a class online you could take to learn how to do all the stuff for YouTube, Earl. And if that's probably how you could figure out how to do a video for your intros, Albie. Yeah, trout fishing for trout. Jack, Nick, how you doing? Fishing for bass or trout. I'll take a bass if a bass bites, but I'm fishing mostly for trout. Trout's kind of like kind of the dealio right now. I haven't seen one bass this year out of haystack reservoir yet. I know people have caught them, but I've yet to catch one. I have been throwing a crawl out there, but I ain't caught nothing yet on it. I don't know. I think we kind of been in the spot long enough. Maybe we need to. Maybe we need to move down a little more. Joe Podunk, how you doing? What up from Troutdale? Out here trying to catch a trout and can't even get a sniffle. They ain't even licked my bait today, I don't think. The cheese wizard. I ain't got no dough bait, no cheese bait, no nothing. All I got is a couple Posky fire eggs is all I got for, and a bunch of soft plastics and spoons and stuff so far today. I didn't grab no bait. But then again, I didn't think it'd be this hard to get a bite this morning either. But it's proven more of a challenge than I expected, I guess. Well, let's go ahead and reel and move further towards the point. See if we can't. We've been here for a few minutes. Ooh, there's some little minnows. There's some minnows. They all scattered. Seen my shadow come and thought I was a bear or something. Decided to scatter. Alright, we're moving on. Moving on. Bae, what's going on? Yoshi. How you doing this morning? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Should be almost here. GSPV collection. What's going on? I think we're just gonna go ahead and move straight to the point. Boy, the weeds are definitely around. You can see all those clumps. We're in Oregon. We're in outside of Madtown, USA. Madras, Oregon. Alright, well, let's toss out into all that junk. See if we can't find a fish, y'all. Lots of weeds out there. Maybe there'll be a fish hiding out there. Maybe. We're at the point. All right, cast number 5,000 for the day. Let's see here. I'm doing good, brother. Thanks. You. Thank you. Hope all is well. Oh yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. You haven't missed much today except for a little laughter. There, Mo. All I can say is it's a beautiful day and it's finally starting to warm up a little bit. Stayed pretty chilly for most of the morning so far. Yeah, I'm sure they got tutorials on how to do all that stuff. You see, the reason why I got my channel was because my kids learned all that stuff in school, and then they taught me how to do all this stuff. If it wasn't for my kids teaching me how to do all this stuff, I wouldn't be able to do all of this. Well, I probably would have figured it out eventually, I think, but no, I released most of them, and then I gave probably about 25 of them away because I caught over 50 crappies um, Saturday or Sunday. My wife said not to bring any home, so I like I said, I gave about 25 of them away. Um, and I released a good 30, maybe more. So it landed up being a pretty good day. I'm in Oregon, since you're asking. Mo's in Oregon. So is Joe Poduk. He's in Oregon. Hurting for Sturgeon's in Oregon. I know those guys are all in Oregon. But being that you asked them where they're all from, I'll let them answer. Come on, fishes. Let's go. I need a fish. I need a fish. I need a fish, y'all. British Columbia. What's going on? Glenn Levy. What up, wife? How you doing? You can stick a toe into California, huh? Yeah, I know you're pretty close to California there, Mo Styles. Scrubby Outdoors. How's it going? out of Louisiana. Hi, Spock. How you doing? Live long and prosper, cat. I don't know why my wife's got to name her cats after Star Trek folks, but she tends to like to do that. Hey, I'll check you out after I'm done with the live there. Scobie, I see you left a comment. I'm sitting here eating pepper steak and rice while watching you fish. Oh, come on now. You just had pepper steak on. Is it leftover pepper steak? Is that why you're eating pepper steak again today? Albie? Remember, wife, to give Albie a big old shout out for that pepper steak idea he gave us the other day. Tony, what's going on? Greetings from Salta, Argentina. Wow, Argentina. Glad you could join us today. Fishy Finger Jackson, what's going on, man? Yes, welcome all to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Yep, leftovers, nice. Yep, it's all because of Albie that I had black pepper steak on Sunday. Give him a big old shout out. Wasn't for him saying that's what he's having for dinner, I wouldn't suggested it to the wife. So she made us black pepper steak. No. Where was Jackson at? I don't remember him going anywhere. Oh, he was in Tennessee? Gotcha. See, sometimes I don't get all the information, so that's why I didn't know he was in Tennessee, I guess. I kind of remember some about Tennessee, but, you know, I'm a busy guy. I don't always remember everything. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty calm today, Mama. It's pretty calm. Well, I'm glad you made it back home safe, Jackson. Did you catch any fish while you were in Tennessee? Or were you just visiting? Ah, thanks for stopping in, Earl. Well, I'm glad you had a good time there, Fishy Finger Jackson. Will be your next meal, huh? Yep, always looking for good ideas. Always. Sweet dreams, Earl. A 14. Wow. Nice. Were they channels, blues, or flats? Yeah, those are some nice fish. Did you at least eat the 5-pounder, anyways? Because that 5-pounder would have been delicious. Both blues, gotcha. Still, a blue 5-pound blue would have been delicious. I love me a nice 5-pound channel, or blue, or flathead. They all taste really delicious. I got you. I got you. I got 2 fillets of channel catfish in my freezer. I need to cook up yet. Eventually, I'll cook them up. Them fillets I got in my freezer are too big for just the wife and I, so I have to only cook one of them, and I have to cook one of them and leave the other one in the freezer. Albie, did you not see the end of the video I put out on yesterday? I screamed like a little girl over a little crappie. You should have seen me screaming. I was so excited. First crappie of the year. I know that video is a little bit late, but I had other videos in front of it, so I couldn't exactly jump ahead. You know what I mean? But if you wanna see somebody get excited about a little fish, go watch the end of my video from yesterday that I put out. I was excited as could be. For sure. Yeah, I've caught some. I've never caught any really monster catfish, but I've caught some really nice ones. I don't care what you say. A 14-pound catfish is a beautiful catfish. 5-pound catfish is a beautiful catfish. You know, truly is. Yeah, it was definitely an 11-inch crappie. I get some decent ones. I mean, I don't get nothing massive, but I definitely catch some decent crappies. I think the biggest one last year I caught was 13 inches long. No, 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 no. The biggest one I hooked last year was 17 inches long. But that was during the winter time, and I wasn't expecting it. And I set the hook and reeled it in. I was flabbergasted. I didn't even put that one on camera. I was so flabbergasted at the size of that crappie. I just let it go. Man, them red ears, man, that's a big red ear. 10.5 inch red ear, that's a big red ear. Yeah, last winter when I was, I had one float, one rod out there with the floating a night crawler, and the other one I was using the fly rod, and I'd caught what 2 or 3 trout. All of a sudden the float goes under, and I set the hook and I'm reeling this fish, and I'm thinking I've got a really nice trout or a really nice, you know, well, yeah, just trout basically, because it's too cold for bass. And I'm cranking this sucker in. I'm like, what in the world I got? Pulled it up and it was a 17-inch crappie. I let that bad boy go. I sometimes when I catch something so massive like that, I try not to show anybody pictures of something like that, because I don't want them going and overfishing it, you know. Because a 17-inch crappies, you might, I mean, unless you're living in an area where they're just plumb full of them, that may be the only one of that size you catch in your entire life, especially in Oregon. It's unheard of, really. Yep, that's very true. Spread the word about it out of water experience. You've caught a 16-inch crappie before? Nice. Yeah, Clarno gets pretty heavily pressured, that's for sure. Mr. Two Gun Paul, how you doing, brother? Oh, I'm fishing, so I'm doing good. If I'm fishing, I must be doing good. Yukon, Bub, how you doing? Glad you could stop in and say hi. The fish aren't biting. Well, I'm throwing out past the grass. You can't what? I mean, I could be fishing in the grass, but I'm throwing out past the grass I can see anyways. Well, no, it's just because they're pumping water out for irrigation. And then they'll fill it back up, and then they'll pump it all out again. Then they'll fill it back up, and then they'll pump it all out again.
Wouldn't it be easier just to maintain it at a steady height?
I don't know. I don't know what their thinking is. This reservoir wasn't put here for fish; it was put here for irrigation. So, good to see you.
I'm glad you wear such a bright color. It's like a beacon when I get lost.
Oh yeah. Say hi to Paul. Everybody, he done went and showed up. Oh. He done went and showed
We're
up.
done here. Morning. Hi, everybody. Wish us luck because the water's low and so's the bites.
There you go. The water is low and so is the bite.
I got worms and power bait if you want them. Actually, left the house without my worms. What do you got out there right now?
Just power eggs or potty fire eggs is what they are.
Got some dough bait. I forgot my worms too, but I stopped at the campground.
Gotcha. Albie says hi. So does Mo and everybody else.
Oh, hello everybody.
Gorm Ground Storm. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's been a grind so far this morning.
Yeah.
I've been throwing a little soft plastics out there as well. It's just been a grind.
Yeah, I guess the water being down, you exposes all that grass that we didn't see before.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, it's creeping right down to that grass.
Yep. Sure is. And that breeze has not been warm at all. It's been cold.
No, I'm glad I put on my shirt.
Yeah.
Up there,
What's that?
it was nice up there when I parked.
Well, yeah, it seems to come and go, come and go, come and go.
It just blows right across this water.
Two other gentlemen were sitting over there earlier this morning.
Yeah.
They didn't get no bites. Been a bunch of people over there. I don't see them getting any bites. Of course, I can't see that far, anyways.
Yeah, there's one person over there to the left of those red rocks.
Yeah,
They're in front of the white rock.
Alaskan Joe's over there.
Is that him?
Yeah, I pulled up. I started off just looking over there, and
Yeah.
his rig was up there, so I knew he was there. I mean, that's probably the prime place to be fishing right now.
That's not normally accessible.
But
The water's down.
I wanted to live stream, so that's why I come over here.
You don't get a good signal there.
No, I don't. At least over here, I get a good enough service to where I can live stream, and then
Yeah. I can't even tell where the cell towers are, but it's probably behind a hill somewhere.
probably. But for whatever reason, I get service right over here. So
That's all that matters. All right. Just happen to have my poles ready just for this thing.
are you bringing your kayak on Saturday?
I'm gonna try it. You know, I may have to do a dry run
Uh-huh.
just to make sure I can load that thing
Yeah.
competently.
Yeah, I
I
heard.
can strap it down once it's up there.
Ooh, grab me a cupcake too there, Albie. I want a little Debbie's. Come on, bring me a little Debbie's too. I love me some little Debbie's, Albie. Now, that's a little Debbie's gut right there. Right there. That's a little Debbie's gut. See? I mean, look, it just sticks out there like a bowl, and then when I laugh, it jiggles like a bowl full of jelly, you know? That is a little Debbie gut right there. So save me one of them little Debbies now. Woo-wee! Sky Blue is lighting them up today, it looks like. 5 fish total. Wow. 3 bows and 2 browns. Nice. Woohoo! Way to go. I knew you probably had one just like it. LT Fishing, what's going on? Them little Debbies, man, they some good eats right there.
I love those days.
So do I. Yeah, I had a bait rod in the truck, I left it up there because I didn't have no bait.
Oh, you don't have a rig for that?
Or the car. Well, I could rig that up, but I don't want to. I'm just going to throw a piece of worm on this one right here.
Okay.
That way I can say I tried a worm anyways. And if it don't work, then oh well. I've got a Potsky power egg on here. I'm going to. Boy, everybody I gave fish to on Sunday was happy. They was happy people. Me and two other guys were giving fish away like crazy. We're catching so many of them.
Was he on a kayak too?
No, the other two guys were fishing from the bank, fishing that big rock you were talking about.
Oh, I know who that is.
Well, there's another guy with him.
The skinny, gray-haired guy.
Yeah. He got a sailor's talking mouth.
Yeah, he does.
He talks like a sailor, I guess is what they call it.
Yeah, I saw him. The first time I saw him, he was getting dropped off.
Uh-huh.
I guess his wife or girlfriend or something. Yeah, salty.
Yeah, first time I met him, I was saving his bobbers because he was forgetting to flip his bell open, and he kept breaking his bobbers off, and so I was in my kayak, so I'd go pick up his bobbers, take them over to him, and then I'd bring him a couple of fish too.
I think I've actually seen him in one of your videos.
You have, yeah. That was the one, but I didn't tell everybody what I was doing. I just was like fishing there, and he was fishing there, and he'd break off his bobber, and then I'd retrieve it for him and take it back to him and drop off a couple of fish while I was there.
So is that where you spent most of your time?
Was the big rock.
Yeah.
Well, no, I spent 3 hours trying to find the crappies before I went over to the big rock.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you know what? I wanted to fish in my normal area, and I wasn't catching none. And I'm like, there's got to be some crappies in that area. But I ended up catching, a bunch of bass and really nice trout in that area. And then finally I was like, I got to go exploring to see if I can't find some crappie. And so, I put on a worm, you guys. A nice little night crawler to go with those Potsky fire eggs. And so, basically, what I did was, went exploring, looking for crappies and couldn't find them. And then I started headed over towards the other area, and I'm like, hey, there's a big rock. I wonder if that's the big rock people are talking about. Got over there, and that guy was just pulling up himself. And he was just starting to fish as well. I'm like, oh, I guess I found the right spot because he was there. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, I got 1, 2, G-Man. Yeah. G-Man, nice stomach. Looks like me at mine. Thanks, Roy. Yeah, congrats, Sky. Congrats, Jackson. Yep, Little Debbie's are a bomb. Yep, they certainly are. Yeah, I think we all got a little Debbie belly for sure. Oh yeah, them oatmeal cookies, man. You can't go wrong with them Little Debbie's oatmeal. Ooh, man. Yep, a snack attack, LOL, yep. We need a snack attack, y'all. For real.
All I got is milk duds.
Milk duds, I'll pass on the milk duds, I guess.
And good stuff. Fruit. Sandwich.
Uh-huh, yeah.
You want a banana?
Oh, I'm good. I eat a little something before I started fishing. I like to eat a little something so that I got the energy to fish,
Yeah. I had the nicest greeting up there when I pulled in. Did you see the cows that were
Yeah,
in
I've seen them,
there?
yeah.
They just stared at me.
Uh-huh.
I never saw that. I guess they're like, you bring it food, right?
Yeah. I'm getting hungry too. I'm gonna have to stop by the store and get me a 6 pack of Little Debbie's before I go to work. Talking about all these Little Debbie's. You know, you'd start talking about food in a chat, and it's never going to end. You know, people like to eat, especially if it's Little Debbie's. Oh, but you missed out on a mess load of fish on Sunday.
I say.
But I mean, between the three of us, the two guys, the one old guy, you know, and his buddy and me, we before we started giving fish away, we probably caught 200 fish between the three of us. And then
Crazy.
and then I pull up. I'm like, there's a family of Hispanics there, and I'm like, you guys want some fish? And they're like, yeah, we'll take some fish. So I'm like, take 15 or 20 of them, you know. So they took. I went to the restroom, and by the time I got back, and I looked at my bucket, I'm like, I thought I said to take 15 or 20 of them. Oh, we did. I'm like, really? I got that many in there, and I still had
a bunch of them.
I still had 10 left in there. So I go back to fishing, right? And then I call up Alex. I'm like, how many fish did you want? He says he wanted 10. I'm like, I got way more than 10 in my bucket here. What am I going to do with all these fish? Because I didn't leave the reservoir yet. Because I was going to let them go if he didn't want them all. Let some of them go. So he's like, oh, I want 10. I'm like, but I got like 50 of them here. He's like, what? What are you doing? I'm like, what am I going to do with all these fish now? He says, well, just bring them. So I'm like, all right. So then I pedal myself over to the boat ramp, and I get out, and I says, I wonder how many of these are still alive. So I didn't have 50 in them, by the way. I only had like 20 of them in there. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this one's alive, throw back. 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 And I counted 10 that I released, and I kept 10. So I still had 20 fish in the basket by the time I was ready to leave. Not including all the fish that I released while I was catching them. Because I released a lot while I was catching them.
Yeah. That's a great day.
Hello, Texas. How you doing? Pure Energy. Leonard Nimoy. Yeah. I don't know why the wife thinks she has to name her cats after Star Trek, guys. I don't get it. Mo is munching because she's not typing. Okay. There she is. Yeah, I'm getting hungry, yeah. I'm smoking and drinking coffee, yeah. These snacks, pure energy.
What about an orange?
Oh, I'm good. I like I said, I ate before I got here.
Okay.
So I'm good. That's it. I'm getting huckleberry cake and coffee. What the? You didn't give me no huckleberry cake this morning. How come you get huckleberry cake with your coffee? Huh? That's gonna start a war in my house real quick. I want some huckleberry cake with my coffee. I'm just joking. 2.5 packs a day, huh? Menthols, but too expensive. Because I can, huh? Well, yeah, so it was a blast on Sunday. But like I said, it took me 3 hours to find the crappie before I started finding them. You see, you're not the only one that's told me about that big rock. Josh, the young fella from work, he told me about that rock too.
Yeah, it's only because I met that guy that I knew about it at all. But I tried to fish it later in the year, and they weren't there. But
All last year I caught them at the Willows. I didn't have to go anyplace else.
Were the willows in the water though?
Yeah, they were.
Were they this summer?
Not this year, they're not.
Yeah.
They were that one. They were the first time when I waited and gave you all them crappies. They
Yeah.
were that time.
Oh, did it go down?
Yeah, well, because it's a reservoir meant for
Oh,
irrigation. You know, they
yeah.
pump water out, pump water in. Well, they don't pump any water into there because it's got the river that flows into it, which is the Ochoco Creek that flows into it. That's what feeds it, Ochoco Creek. And then snow melts and stuff like that. But we didn't get no snow this year.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, she hiding it out from Eugene, man. Yeah, probably is. Yeah, I quit smoking in 2013, y'all. Since you guys are all talking about smoking, you know. And then I stopped chewing in 2022, I believe it was. 2022? 2023? I don't remember. It's been, what, 3 years, 4 years now, I think. Ron, what's going on, man? I quit smoking and chewing because I was ready to quit. I mean, let me tell you guys this about it. Things like smoking or chewing or whatever, or even alcohol, or for that matter. What it boils down to is when you're ready to quit, you'll be able to quit. Most of the time, we don't quit because we're not ready to. And yeah, even when you're ready to, it's going to be hard to quit. But trying to get that same. I just stopped buying them, stopped smoking. Now chewing was harder to quit, but once I was ready to quit, I gave myself a. I'm freezy. Must mean that it's spinning in circles, huh? Um, but when I quit chewing, it was harder because I like to chew, but once I made that decision and said I'm quitting, I got that mindset in my head and
What's with that cough, man? You sick?
no, I may be starting to get there. I can't say for sure because I'm not coughing all the time. It's kind of like once in a while
Yeah.
it's like, am I getting sick or am I not getting sick? I hope I'm not getting sick because that's the last thing I need is to be sick.
Nobody needs that. Nobody.
Yep, nobody. Did you fish it all yesterday?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I had a really hard time yesterday because I worked so hard in the yard. Last few days, I pulled uncountable numbers of weeds
Mm-hmm.
from all winter,
Mm.
and I'm too old to do that. What's wrong with me? So it kind of hurt me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I had to lay down yesterday mostly. Take some Celebrex and
Mm-hmm.
you know fancy tea.
Uh-huh.
That's the wife's idea.
Gotcha.
and herbs. Yeah, I'm really too old to do that stuff so much.
Yeah.
Because I went, actually, Sunday, we went to church, event,
Uh-huh.
and we got back, I don't know, 12:30 or so. I sat on all those weeds on the east side of the house, which is, I don't know, a lot.
Uh-huh.
I pulled them all.
Really?
I pulled them all. But I paid for it the next day, boy.
Yeah.
But it looks good.
Well, that's part of the purpose of pulling weeds, so it looks nice, you know.
It looks real good when it's all clean like that.
Yeah.
It's easier just to keep up with it. It does get weeds again, but I'm not enjoying it like I did last year.
They got one on across the creek, way over there. They got one on way over there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, you definitely feel better once you quit smoking or chewing. It gives you a sense that you're gonna live longer, anyways.
And you will.
So there was a fish rising right out there. There was one. Is that the first time you've seen my blue card? Or have you seen it before?
I saw it at Brother Chinook.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't recall if you'd seen it or not.
Yeah, it's the second time. What
Ah.
is your not driving the truck?
Well, it's cheaper to drive the car, so
I hear you.
I give the truck a little break. I like to drive the truck everywhere, but it's a little more expensive on gas. So
I hear you.
once in a while, I'm just like, what, I'll just take the car. My wife, whenever I take off with the truck, she's like, "You took the truck?" I'm like, "Yeah." Is there a problem? No, no. It's just that it costs so much to run the truck. I'm like, "You're right. It does
True.
cost a bit."
It does, but sometimes you need it.
Yep. Especially when I'm kayak fishing, I like loading kayak in the back of the truck.
Yeah. Like the car I drive is our old car,
Uh huh.
but we have a new version of it, one of them hybrid things, and I don't know. I feel funny driving that other one.
Gotcha.
I feel like a hippie or something.
Allie, quit rubbing in. You're gonna make me get off this live stream early, and I'm gonna go get me a little Debbie's. If you don't stop that. I tightlined there, Powell. Sorry that's hard to hear me. Yeah, I hear you on that, Ron. I definitely do. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Before I go to work, I'm gonna go buy me a 12 pack of Little Debbie snack cakes to eat while I'm at work. But I'm not leaving yet. I still got at least 2 hours worth of fishing left, or an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of fishing left. So. Thank you guys for joining us today. You guys are awesome. Kind of wish we caught in a fish. Not every day can be like Saturday, that's for or Sunday. I mean, yeah, I need one of them Uber Eats to deliver me and Two Guns some Little Debbie's. Man, I know, right? We need a or DoorDash or whatever we'll call it. We'll call it Lake Dash or and they can come deliver us some Little Debbie's. That'd be pretty sick though if they delivered all the way out here. I think we got a new company. I think we got a new company called Reservoir Eats. They deliver to the reservoirs. You know that'd be just fine by me. uh, Debbie Dash coming your way. I don't want no trout delivery because I want to catch the trout myself. I want to catch the trout myself. Sorry, no trout delivery service. I like that, Debbie Dash. That is pretty good. I like that. You guys are great. Yeah, might as well give you guys another hour and a half, 2 hours worth of fishing time. I know, I know Alex was supposed to be here today too, but for whatever reason he ain't made it yet. He ain't made it yet. Doesn't mean I'm going to be live streaming for the next 2 hours. I could get off here at any time. I really could. uh, in Florida. I'm not leaving yet, Mo. Don't worry, I'm not leaving yet. I wouldn't want to deprive you guys of the live stream yet. Anyways, got to get that no from Mo and Albie. Stuck in your teeth, huh, Albie? Fishing the USA. What's going on? New to the channel. What you fishing for? Trout. Fishing for trout right now. Sunday we were fishing for trout, bass, and crappie. We caught a lot of crappie too. We caught 3 trout on Sunday. We caught 7 smallmouth, and we caught over 50 crappie on Sunday. Well, you gotta cheat. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
You must have had a great big net.
Well, Two Guns just saying I must have been cheating. So I just told him If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's what I'm told, anyways.
Hello. Hello.
Thank you. Yeah, it took me 3 hours to find a crappie though. So I mean, it's not like I spent all day catching. Oh, there's a bite. There's a bite. Finally got a nibble. Yep.
Get it. Get it.
Finally got a nibble.
That's it. Eats it.
Just talking about the catches from and finally got a nibble. He didn't stick with it though. Come on. Um, but yeah, it did take me 3 hours to find the crappies on Saturday. I mean Sunday. I keep saying Saturday because I usually don't fish on Sundays. So that's my bad for calling it Saturday when it was Sunday. Come on, come back. Don't just lick it, eat it. Um,
Wow, dude.
what?
Okay. Wow. That's all I got to say.
You're no good. You're no good.
Maybe I heard it wrong.
I think you did. Oh my God. Oh shoot. I gotta watch how I say what I say sometimes. Because some people interpret it the wrong way. Oh my goodness. But after I found the crappies, yeah, I did get into a pretty good school of them. So, yeah, I think so. It probably was. Because when I started fishing on Sunday, the guides in my eyes were freezing, so it was pretty cold. Sunday morning when I started fishing. I wonder if I should check that worm because it didn't seem like he hit it hard enough to take it.
He might just pulled it off, you know.
Yeah, he might have.
Something bad.
Yep. I'll check the worm, y'all. Got me all wrapped up in weeds.
Tough weed.
Dang.
Think you're bringing it all in.
I don't know if I'm bringing anything in. Thing is, this is only 4-pound test.
Must have got a big stem or something.
Starting to come loose a little bit, I think. There we go. Got it to come loose. Ooh, 4-pound test. It didn't want to break. I don't know. I think I probably lost the yeah, I lost my power worm eggs and stuff. Wow, that was a pain in the butt to try to. That's okay though. We'll get re-rigged up and get back out there.
That's what that fish did. Picked up your hook and he put it right on a big stem of that grass
Probably
that
did.
you could not get away from.
Yep.
And then he swam away laughing.
Yep, that's what he did. Yeah, that's true. They were kind of they were in a pretty deep hole on Sunday. The wife says, "Get your mind out of the gutter." Well, it's still morning here, Glenn, but good afternoon. Since you're in afternoon land. Ah. Now we got a town new leader. Gotta find them first. I'm sure I know where they're at. I got the leader.
You know, I feel bad I didn't bring a bale of hay or something for those cows.
Oh yeah.
They've been my friend forever.
Uh-huh. Well, those cows are never there normally.
That's the first time I've seen them in that pen.
Me too.
They might have trampled down this other one too much.
Maybe.
I don't know. There's only about 15 of them there.
Yeah. Normally they're either on the other side of the road or on the other side of the road.
Yeah. Well, I know that the pen that's further down on this side of the road, I think that's just bulls.
Yeah, down the road is bulls, yeah.
But there's a lot of up there on the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they keep the bulls away unless they know it's time.
Yeah, they gotta keep them away from the cows because they'll breed all year if you leave them with cows. And if you want them to only breed at a certain time of the year, you gotta figure out when that is. You know.
Well, I would think ideally you want to have them real early spring.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never took that course.
Yeah.
Seems like all my neighbors were farmers or ranchers at some time, or they worked for the railroad.
Mhm.
I feel lazy coming from Texas. We're so laid back.
Oh yeah.
My realtor's husband used to own the boat rental out there at Billy Chinook,
Oh yeah.
and he sold it just before she sold us a house. And he did all this other stuff that just amazed me. No more education than me, but I don't know. Maybe he had a generous wife.
Maybe.
She was a pretty successful realtor.
Yeah, it's only 10:45, 48 now in Oregon. Yeah. Two Guns is over going, here, fishy, fishy, here, fishy, fishy. Na, 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 na. Ah.
You're using a bait.
Alpha, Zillow. What's going on?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just seeing who's all in the chat right now. I'm busy trying to get a hook out here. Get re-rigged up, get another worm out there, and see if we can't get another nibble nibble. A little nibble nibble. I won't say the other word again because somebody might might their interpretation may not be.
Trying to tell you, not everyone is as.
The interpretation may not be exactly what I was expecting because it was way off in the left field.
I have never thought about a cloud, but that reminds me of a side of beef.
It does remind me of a side of beef too.
I was going to ask you, is it legal to put more than one hook on your line?
You're allowed to have up to 3 on one rod.
With does it have to be bait or lures or
No, it's
any combination?
yep.
Okay.
You can have up to 3 at one time.
All right. I'm not planning to do it right now, but that's
Because
good to know.
there's times where I'll throw a double power bait rig out there,
Yeah.
2 different flavors on. There's times where I'll throw a worm and a dough bait out there at the same time. It just depends on what I'm feeling and how much gear I may or may not want to lose. Because if I'm in a really snaggy spot, I don't like to throw double, triple rigs, you know?
No, I would normally do it like in a jigging situation.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah.
Usually just straight up and down.
You know, that's a good way to catch multiple crappies at one time. Or bluegills, because I've done that
But yeah,
several times, you know?
they're all over.
No direct relationship between education and intelligence. There was a girl in my school that was an honor student despite being dumped as a post. Yep, treble hooks count as one. Okay, now I gotta find some power eggs. So I got all these lovely bags to keep my baits separated so that I can find what I'm looking for easier.
Want another word?
Oh yeah, I do. I just gotta find my power egg to go, or my fire egg to
They're all in here.
see. There's should be some fire egg right in. I got so much stuff, you know, it's just, like what in the world am I doing?
Just dig right in there. You want one of these?
Well, what I was using. I mean, I may take one if
Is this showing your?
I don't know if it's showing me or not. I'm just.
I'm going to show you because, well, I just think that's fair.
You just think that that's fair, huh? Actually, I forgot my pocket fire eggs in the other bag.
Well,
That's still on the truck. Even though I got 50,000 baits right here, I forgot the pockets. That's okay. I'll use a couple of your eggs, your power eggs. Yeah.
Myself. But yes, he has a fine collection of all kinds of baits and lures. Plenty enough to fill his backpack
And somebody else's backpack.
and my tote bag.
Yeah. You know, it's better to be over prepared than under prepared. You never know what's going to work and what's not going to. You only plan on using one thing. You just never know. All right, let's see here.
But don't you go out some to the mountain, I'd say.
Yeah, I'll stay close to it.
Ooh. These eggs smell terrible.
Yeah, it smells